everyone. Welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When last we left off, we were here in Tal Mathadris, talking with Penrod of the Falcon Clan. We had been sent over here to the Falcon Clan in Pen Mathadris, as you see. We had been over here in Galtrev, working with the forces of the Falcon Clan to fight against the other clans here in Dunland who have joined forces with been seduced or coerced into joining forces with those of Saruman. And they sent us far on over here to Tal Mathadris, into what seems to be a stronghold of the Falcon Clan. Perhaps they're on own ancestral territory here in Dunland. The rangers are here. As you see, there are rangers about actually doing chores and stuff. And we have been told to help complete the preparations in Turmova. It has been a few days, so why don't we go ahead and show the history. If it only took courage to win battles against wizards, the Falcon Clan would have marched south, put Saruman in his place, and be on its way home already. But it is not enough. Turmova must be made ready. Roos prepares the leather that Toph will fashion into armor. Our Brennan's daughter, Mare, trains youthful fighters in the combat arts. Idelle sees to the gathering of foodstuffs for the journey. All have their work, but still it will be a while before the Falcon can fly to war. With your help and the help of the Rangers, it will go more quickly. So we have to run around. Each member of the clan in Turmova has a task to do to prepare for the battle. So we have been sent forth to see if we can help them with their tasks. And down the hill here, I see a ring showing up. Look at there, look at there. It's a ranger doing something. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Brings a tear to my eye. Alright, here's Mare, the Falcon Clan. I think they said she is the Brennan's daughter. So let us go ahead and talk to her first.
Are there any fighting techniques in the north worth knowing? I think not.
The practiced arm. Many clans have joined with Saruman, Gnarlo, and the Hibagluth will need to face them before it is all over. We need every advantage we can get, and my father the Brennan thinks that you and your ranger friends are just such an advantage. Mare assesses you shrewdly. I am not so certain. Are there any fighting skills in the north worth knowing? Find some of our most useful fighters and challenge them to combat. That would tell me if my father is right to think so highly of your skills. I speak of Yevon, Olwen, or Wundad. If you cannot defend any of these youths in combat, you will have nothing to teach us. Okay, so we need to find and challenge Yevon, Olwen, and Wundad. That shouldn't be too terrible. Yevon, Olwen, or Wundad. I see another quest ring up the hill here. There's Owen. Well, since Owen, it looks like you are going to be our, Olwen, sorry. It looks like you are going to be our guinea pig for our, quest to prove our worth to Mare.
I am not afraid of
challenge you. Mare expects us to fight. I am not afraid of you. I will show you the strength of the Hibagluth, though I be but a fledgling in the art of combat. Okay, I am ready. I am not afraid. Well, you do realize that you're fighting against the power of a legendary item. I give up. I surrender. You have beaten the youthful Dunlending fighter. So let us go talk back to Mare again. I don't even know if we got scratched in that fight.
How will you handle one of our more experienced fighters, I wonder?
Your defeat of the youth proves little, Gnarlo, but it does prove this. You have some small skill in combat. More than one of our unskilled youths at the least. Mare studies you appraisingly. How will you handle one of our more experienced fighters, I wonder? Seek out and challenge Soars, Erviona, or Orwin here in Turmova. They will be more of a challenge, I trust. You know, you could just line them up for me. That would be the easiest way for you to do this. You're making this more difficult than it needs to be. Alrighty, time to wander the village a little bit and see if we can find any of these other fighters she's talking about. And anybody else who has a... You are so close. So close. Oh, there's... That is... It's just so disturbing to see these crones there. And this one, too. Why are y'all so short? Y'all give me the heebie-jeebies. You're not hobbits, but you look like you're trying to be. Okay. Don't see anything down that way. Let us continue on around and see if we can find any of the group of people we're supposed to be fighting here. Bunch of villagers. There's the provisioner if you need to sell something. She's located right up here. There's another one. What is it with these little short... I mean, I like the fact that it looks like they have the hobbits in charge here. Some weird breed of hobbit in charge here. That's pretty cool. I think that it is definitely a step in the right direction to having the proper world order. Let's go further up into this area with the kind of ruined fortress and see if any of the people we need to fight are up here. The orchard is to the west, at the very base of the hill. Yes, it is. We've been through there already. Ooh, nice. I like how the sun shines through the slats in the bridge up there. Very nice. Reminds me of, oh, another game I've got to get back to. Doom 16. Kungan, is that one of them? No, but Kungan is somebody that we probably have to help. Reminds me of Doom 16, where you could shoot through the little gaps in the walkways. It was so nice. Kungan.
What do you know of the hunt?
Charm of the Huntsman. What do you know of the hunt, Gnarlo? I have been the greatest hunter of the Hibalgluth for many summers, but it was not always so. When I was a boy, I wandered far and wide in search of the greatest prey I could master, but I searched in vain. Finally, I came to a clearing in the trees, and amid the brilliance of the noontime sun, I beheld a mighty figure. He was many times the height of a normal man, and it seemed he wore a great antlered helm. I was beneath his notice. He turned to gaze between the trees, and even as I contemplated the great huntsman, he was gone. I never found that clearing again, though I sought it. I fashioned this charm in the shape out of wood, and every time I go on the hunt, I carry it with me. I give it to you now. Defeat creatures of Tal Mathadris, and each one will add to the legacy of this charm. Its legend will make me stronger when I bear it south against our enemies. So defeat creatures in Tal Mathadris while bearing the charm of the Huntsman. We have to defeat 10 creatures while we're carrying this charm. Alright. Looks like you must be one of the 10 folks we need to help in our preparations here. And it just keeps on wandering up north, doesn't it? Here's Swords of the Falcon Clan, so we have found this one. Ooh, and a door in the side of the hill there. Looks almost like an outpost of the dwarves here. Let's see. Swords of the Falcon Clan.
You think you can defeat me?
Do you think you can defeat me? I have been in service and war, Duvodiad. I am not a fresh-faced youngling untested by combat. Prepare yourself. I will show you how a falcon fights. Poorly. There are times when in these battles you have defeated the experienced Dunlending fighter. Enough, you are the victor, enough! Alright, let's go back down to Mare. Where does this road wander on down? Does it eventually head back down? Is it a shorter way than going back? It does look so, doesn't it? I think we can head right back on down this way. Oop, there's another ring right over there as well. We'll have to remember that. Once we finish Mare, we can come up here and grab that one. Reminds me of the book Dune. I love that part in Dune where they're sitting there and they come across the Fremen fighters. And they see the Fremen who are there, and they manage to defeat the group of Sardaukar. And the Fremen are like, those were Sardaukar? I was wondering why they fought reasonably well. I've always wanted to fight some Sardaukar. It's like, who are these people? Mare.
Perhaps you do have things to teach us in the ways of combat.
Well now, perhaps you do have things to teach us in the ways of combat. I am listening. Finish now.
There may be value in the martial training you can provide for us after all.
Alright, we've finished 1 of 10 now of our preparations. Stronger competition. There may be value in the martial training that you can provide us, Gnarlo. I want you to challenge some of our most experienced fighters, masters in the martial arts, so they may learn from you the skills of the North. Look for Mostin, Gaynor, and Kenneth in Tor Morva, and fight with each of them. They will learn your skills. Mare looks thoughtful for a moment. Actually, fight only Mostin and Gaynor. Kenneth has not been seen for some days. I think he may be out on a hunt. Okay, so we have got 2 people to find, Mostin and Gaynor. We will accept that. I don't know if this will continue, will add into that 1 of 10 or not. But it will be a good place to start. Let's now go further up here and see if we can find what that ring was. See what this quest is up here amongst the rooftops that we saw. And see if this is 1 of the 10 we have to carry out. Once again, in the comments, someone had mentioned that when I was talking about, like, hey, we finally got Rangers doing stuff. They were like, don't get too excited. You haven't actually seen what little they're doing yet. So it looks like, yes, indeed, the Rangers may be carrying stuff around and things like that, but I do have the feeling that we may be the ones doing all the actual work. Let's see. I really need to put that safe fall in a location where I remember where it is, you know? There we go. Needs to be in a more central location. There we go. One of my favorite of all burglar skills. Get the heck out of trouble. My get out of jail free card. Alright, Idelle. Or Idelle.
It is my task to prepare food for the warriors.
Something of the sort. It is preserved for the journey. It is my task to prepare food for the warriors when they must travel south to fight the hostile clans. Apples, hazelnuts, elderberries, and smoked meats. Some of your friends are picking apples at the orchards of Tor Morva. Go there and bring back a basket of apples, and I will wrap them up. The orchard is to the northwest. Okay, I think we can handle that well enough. Oh, there's another quest ring appearing. Let's go grab that as well. Mostum is one of the ones we need to fight, so let's go ahead and fight them.
I doubt there is anything in the north we have not seen in Dunman.
Let us see what you can teach me about combat, Gnarlo. I doubt there's anything in the north that we have not seen in Dunlan. Really, have you seen proper Hobbit style before? Don't know, I imagine I've probably talked about before my halfling. Thank you for the training, it was very instructive. You defeated Mostin in combat, fantastic. Alright, we're headed which way now? We are headed to the northwest, right? So we are looking for the orchard, which they said is to the northwest. I think I've spoken before about that must be it right up yonder. Alright, let us continue on around. Ooh, safe fall has recharged, so let's go ahead and click on that. So nice, so fun. I'm imagining that must be the orchard there. Let's take a minute just to look around the terrain here, because this is quite a different terrain than what we're used to. It's got almost the Misty Mountains feel, but it's like the Misty Mountains and the North Downs have been jammed together, really. It's quite the interesting thing. And a boat here as well. I wonder where they take you. Do you want me to row you to the far shore? Interesting. I wonder if this was like Even Dim back in the day, where I wonder when these boats came in. Have they always been here, or did you used to have to swim across? Would be interesting to know. Let us see if this is the orchard. It certainly looks like one. There are certainly a lot of people with the name, some version of the name Owen in this town. Makes me wonder if they might all be a little bit inbred, you know. We have got a few more rings here. There's Ivana of the Falcon Clan.
The clans that have agreed to follow Saruman deserve no mercy.
No mercy for traitors. The clans that have agreed to follow Saruman deserve no mercy, Gnarlo. Let them fear the talons of the Falcon. My people will show them that Dunlin needs no wizard sovereign. This land is for Dunlendings, not the thralls of Saruman. Toads frequent the far shore of the lake, and the eyot in the middle of the water. Scrape some of the residue from their skin and bring it to me. Handle it carefully. I may be able to put it to use. Okay. Poison them. No mercy for traitors. Wow. Got more people. Taff. Surprised your name isn't Owen. This must be, yep, Goladir. I should know you weren't actually doing anything.
This is a curious land. Very different than I expected.
This is a curious land, Gnarlo. Very different than I expected. I expected Dunlendings to charge heedlessly to war, but these folk of the Falcon Clan are taking great pains to prepare for battle. It worries me that the other clans, the ones sworn to Saruman's service, are likely cut from the same cloth. We must not underestimate his allies if they are as tough as the men that we have seen in Tur Morva. Are you ready to bring a basket of apples back to the woman Idelle? Take one of these. They are ready. Okay, fantastic. You did actually do something, didn't you? You're not going to walk them back, but you did actually pick them. Fantastic. Alright, carrying the apples, carrying the apples. I love it when you carry stuff. I really do. Now, I'm assuming, yep, we got another ring right up there. We'll be back to pick you up later. Who is that? That's Roofs. And there's a healer up there as well. Alright, glad to see that they're not saying the apples are going to rot in the short amount of time that it takes us to get there. We do have the bar there that shows carrying the apples, but it's not going down any speed whatsoever. I wonder if I went AFK for an hour or two, would it be a little shorter by the time I finished? It's nice to know it's just there to signify what you're doing and that you can't really do anything else while you're doing it. A little bit more of a immersive effect than if they just put it into your inventory. How many quests have we been on that the item that you needed, it's like, oh, go get this item, we need it soon, it is crucial to the fight, we don't know if we can go on without it, and you go and get it, and the next thing you know, it's shoved in your inventory, and you go off on other adventures, and you come back to it months and months and months later. Idelle accepts the basket of apples with a smile.
Thank you for bringing me those apples. I will prepare them for travel.
Thank you for bringing me that basket of apples. I will prepare them for travel. While I do that, will you bring this empty basket back to your ranger friend in the orchard? When you see him, ask him if he has collected the fallen applewood branches I asked him to gather. I would need them to smoke some of the meats the warriors will bring south. Okay, we will continue along the quest. Let's get an empty basket here. This music sounds almost like... makes me wonder if this is some of the, some repurposed, Yule music. While we're up here and the snow is falling down and the wind is howling, the wind has got that moan in the background. The music when we were running up sounded almost like some of the music you would hear over in Frostbluff. I miss Frostbluff. I've got to say that the Yule Festival is my absolute favorite festival. It always was in every game. Even log into EverQuest 2 every now and then just to go to the Christmas dimension that they had back in the day. I always had such fun music. Had wonderful music playing in the background, and all the ice and snow and everything, and the dancing demons. It's the only real way to explain what they were as dancing demon creatures that would sit there and be dancing a jig while the music was playing. Guladir nods at the basket and beckons you.
You are back already? Oh, I see.
You have returned already. Oh, I see. Yes, I did gather some applewood branches for Idelle. You can bring some of them to her now, if you like. I guess so, since you're not gonna do it. Pick up an armful of the applewood. Okay. And back up to Idelle it is. Looking forward to the next festival as well. I would imagine it will be we've had Springfest, so Summerfest should be coming up. And sometime probably late this month, maybe beginning of next month. I would think it'd probably be in late June. And it was always one of my favorites, because once again we get into the fishing, and I like the fishing quest and all. I just can't. I don't know, like I said, with the latest spring festival and the anniversary festival, I've just not been in a festival mood. I think the anniversary festival, the scavenger hunts, really soured me on that particular festival. I was really looking forward to it. I enjoyed the fireworks and all. I've got the fireworks horse. But just something about the anniversary, there's something about those scavenger hunts and the fact that you go to do them and it's like you've got to be a level 105 or so to be able to complete them. It's like, it's been part of the festivals all along, is that they were available to everyone. Everything in it could be completed by everyone, you know. There was none of this silly, you had to be a level requirement of such and such. And them changing that for the anniversary really just soured me on it.
Thank you for bringing me these branches. Their smoke will do nicely.
Thank you for bringing me these branches. The smoke from these should do very nicely. You can throw them on the fire if you like. This is getting almost like dealing with Sarah Oakhart here. Yeah, tell me what else to do, old lady. Toss them. All right, toss them we did.
I have many more preparations to make, but it is a start. I thank you for it.
Well done. I have many more preparations to make before we will have enough food for the warriors of the Falcon Clan. But it is a start, and I thank you for it. There we go. We've now finished 2 of the 10. Nice. All right. And that's been 24 minutes of constant talking and wandering about. We are 1/5, 20% of the way to completing Book 4, Chapter 7, aiding them in their preparation. So I think we will stop there. We will gather along with y'all next time. In this one case where I bet Idelle here, I think we've pronounced her name differently every time we've said it. So one of those is probably correct. I think she looks like the sort that would probably enjoy a pipe with me. So we will catch you next time. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for being patient with the speed these are coming out right now with all the stuff going on that I've got to deal with. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.